All right, we're back with Believe Basketball. Today, we got the extended layup or extendo layup or however you want to call it. I don't know. I just call it an extendo layup because all you're going to do is take the ball, instead of releasing here or a quick layup or anything like this, you're going to take the ball and change your angle of your arm and you're releasing here. So I'm going here, kind of like a hook shot. So I'm taking the ball here and I'm throwing it this way. So I'm going here, that way. All right. And it's a tough layup to learn because you have to take into consideration where you're placing the ball. This layup is, you're never going to use a square on this layup. You're always shooting above, high as possible, because when you go this way to shoot the layup here, whoever's guarding you on defense, they're going to try to take the angle to block here. So you're releasing the ball out here and they're trying to meet the ball to block it here. So if I shoot the ball anywhere close, like right here, there are guards that can get up there, all right? There are bigs that can get up here, right? So instead of shooting here, right, anywhere over there, I have to take the ball and I have to hit like all the way up here. So I'm trying to shoot the ball and hit here, all right? And then on your release, all right, I can palm a basketball. So I will get here and I'm holding here, I'm gripping the ball and I'm going and I'm flicking my wrist back this way. All right, so I'm going here and I'm flicking this way, right? And I don't really have to use English because I can palm a basketball and I'm just flicking my wrist this way. If you have to, you can do the same thing and go here and spin it that way, like spin it this way. That's just a different degree of difficulty that you have to work on. You have to understand how to spin the ball. So with this layup, when there's different situations. So if I'm going across the paint, all right, I'm going here, 1, 2, I will go here to finish. That's scenario number 1, right?
Are you struggling to play well in games? Because you don't have to. What if I told you there was a community that can literally give you all the tools you need to help you take your game to the next level? In our school community, we not only have dribbling drills, shooting drills, strength programs, but we also have weekly live calls to help you develop your confidence so you can play consistently well. So join our Believe School and let us take your game to the next level.
Then second scenario is you get downhill. I'm going downhill here. I'm getting here, and then I'm going here. So you have to take into consideration, it's really just angles, at what angle you're releasing the ball. And you have to make sure you understand placement on the court. So if I'm here and I can go and extend here and I have somebody on my hip, there's no way they're getting here. You just have to take into consideration that instead of shooting a layup here, where do I have to put this ball if I release it from here? All right, so if I'm releasing here, I gotta make sure I'm getting up there. Going 1, 2, boom. Right? Situation number 3 is I'm going to not use the glass. So I'm going across the paint, I'm going here. So you might have somebody on your hip, you're getting through the paint here, and you see the help side big coming over here, boom, I'm going here, right? Right over top. I'm going 1, 2, boom. Shorty, right? It takes time to learn because you're changing your natural release point. And on top of that, if you're paying attention to touch, you have to have some touch. You can't just get here, like just throw it up. Even that has a little bit of touch, but you can't throw here, right? You might take somebody's head off. It's all about finding that. It's literally reps on reps. Getting here, and I'm just taking the reps. Just getting here. It's honestly, it's like a hook shot. Pretty much a hook shot here, and I'm just doing that, right? Just getting used to the reps. Finding out where I feel comfortable doing that. Then you're gonna have to learn how to do it with contact and somebody guarding you. So it just changes. But once you get it down, it's a different feel. You're not, it's not gonna get blocked at all. I've never had this layup blocked. And honestly, it helps because it takes away the look that you're looking at help. Like, I don't have to really get in here and really be too concerned about the help, because once I go here, there's no way you're getting to it. So especially as smaller guards, having this type of layup in your package, in your layup package, where you can get to the rim, and instead of having to always engage and be as physical and you're gonna have to take hits and all of that trying to finish up top, you don't have to do that. I can get here, I can play smart, I can use my extended layup, all right, especially when you get contact, because you can also, when you do get contact in the lane, right, I can go here and I can take my finish and go here, right? Just getting the ball away from where the defenders normally are. That's all you're doing with this layup. All right, so if you take the lane and you're going down and you do see a big and they're early, right, and you have to attack, when you jump up, I'm getting into their chest. So if I was on defense, believe it's right here. That's where I would want to jump. I want to jump through their chest, not to their chest, through their chest. I jump through their chest and I'm going here and I'm finishing here, right? So I'm jumping here and I'm taking the finish, extending it out here, and I'm going back to the rim. So that's how you would do it with contact. You would extend, you would jump through their chest, extend here, and finish, all right? So you're just trying to always be as creative as you can, especially when you get around the rim. You want to just be able to think about, how can I get my shot off at any time? How can I get my layup off at any time? All right, and just get around the rim and just think about all the different angles that you can take. So just remember, get around the paint, right? You're taking and changing your angle, work on shooting your layups from here, all right? I'm going here, I'm working on where I want to put the ball at, okay? Same thing with the left hand, you're going out here, same finish, all right? And then practice changing your footwork. So when you take 2 steps, on this layup, I'm going 1, 2, away, all right? Take your 2 steps to use it to create separation, right? If you're going off 1, that's even harder. That's the tough shot. But the timing changes, and you're not gonna be able to time your shot to block it, and then also you're creating a different angle, and they can't get to the ball when it's in the air. So you're creating 2 degrees of separation when you get there. So I'm going here, timing's off, and then the extendo layup, all right? So take all of those notes, get in here, get in the gym, practice, rep it out, add it to your bag, and I guarantee you, ain't nobody blocking that layup, all right? Bleed Basketball, it's Coach G. Peace.